Okay, so here are the contents of my survival knife kit. The SE pouch here is a rugged, well-made pouch which attaches to the SE6 or the SE5 sheath, and that houses all of the components here which are on the top. Probably not the most comprehensive survival kit that you will have seen, but this is currently what I've got in it. So first of all, here's the tin which comes with it. That's obviously empty. That could serve, you could boil a small amount of water in there, but it'd be a lot of effort for a very small amount of water. But if you had nothing else, it could be used for that. It could also be used for producing char cloth if you so wished. Okay, on with the contents. So I have a couple of industrial type razor blades in there. I have some matches that came out of a British Army ration pack. In here, in this piece of inner tube, I have a wire saw, and I've put it inside here so that I've got the rubber material is a good kindling. It's not suitable as a tinder, but it's a good kindling. It'll burn when wet, and it'll burn for ages. So that's really handy. But it also protects the rest of my gear from this wire saw, which is quite abrasive. Okay, I have some water purification tablets, which it's obvious why I would be carrying those. I have 2 packets of wet fire tinder. That's really good stuff. I've got this little sort of credit card sized survival guide here, so there are some useful directions here, and some ground to air distress signals. It's quite handy, but it's very American, so no offence to American viewers, but I suppose this this card could contain more information than it does. There's a lot of space here taken up with the emblem of SE, but it's more of a marketing gimmick, and I don't know, it doesn't take up a lot of space, so I just pop it in there for now. I have a silver compass and thermometer combo, so it's a bit bigger than a button compass, perhaps a bit more usable as well than a button compass, and the thermometer is quite handy, so that's there. I've got this little LED Lensa P3, so sorry, just trying to get the camera to focus there. So this takes a single AAA battery. It's incredibly bright for such a small torch. It's focusable as well, so it's quite surprising as to how bright this torch really is. So that attaches to the side of the pouch, so that's a really handy little torch to have. I've got it on the outside of the pouch as well, so that I can use it if need be, I can flick it on without even removing it from the pouch, and I can just tilt my knife up on my belt, kind of that way, if I wanted to, if I needed to use it quickly. And then on here is a fire steel. This is a fire steel that I produce as part of my company. This is one of my outdoors products. My company, Stag Precision Engineering Limited, and I've been producing these fire steels which are attached to this quick release coupler. So with a single-handed operation, I'm able to remove this from here. So I have another one of these on my belt, on a belt loop, which is always there, and it gives me quick, easy access to a fire steel. And the reason I produced this, it's this section here, this stainless steel coupler here. So what I did was I bought the pull apart couplers, threw away one half of it. So the bit that I really needed is the spring loaded part here, which has the balls that locate into the undercuts in the mating half of the coupler. So this is made from stainless steel, won't rust. Inside here, I don't know if I can pick it up here, there's a little undercut. Apologies, it's not very well focused, but in there's a little undercut where those spring loaded balls are retained, and I can't get this to break away. It's so well retained with the coupler, so I've never lost one. And if you're interested in those, send me a message. Also have a heliograph or signal mirror, and this lives in the bottom of the tin. So the use for that is obvious. Some people talk about shining up the inside of the tin, but I bought one of these. Quite like these. And here is a Fresnel lens. Now, a Fresnel lens is the type of lens that they used to use on lighthouses, and the lens has well, it's plastic, it's very thin, and the idea of a Fresnel lens is that it has lots of it has a structured surface to it, and has the equivalent optical power of a lens that would be many times the thickness of this material, of this kind of, well, it's thinner than a credit card, but it has a lot of optical power. So that's really handy. So on a bright day where there's strong sunshine, this could be used to focus heat energy from the sun to a spot, and that could be your ignition source if you needed it to be. The thing I would say about Fresnel lens is you have to persevere with it. You need to hold it right. If you're distorting the shape of the lens like that, and this isn't a very good demonstration of what I'm trying to say, but it does distort the shape of the beam, and so really what you want to do is have the beam focused to as small a spot as you can. And so these do a reasonably good job, but I'm an optical engineer and it's hard to please me with these kind of things. But anyway, I'm a bit of an optical anorak. So that's the contents of my pouch.